Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Tierra and I'm here with another pregnancy vlog. So I haven't done a sit down and share information regarding my pregnancy thus far, so I wanted to go ahead and do that for you guys and share like some of the experiences that I have been having. So if you're interested in knowing what I've been going through over the last 13 almost 14 weeks, then definitely keep watching. All right, let's take it back to, you guys saw my 8-week vlog and I already shared like what I was dealing with then. Literally from week, I'll say from like week 6 up into like week 12, I felt like a zombie. Like I would literally feel like I was like just out of it, walking around, like just wanting to close my eyes, so tired in the morning. Even on the days that I slept in, I would feel so freaking tired, to the point Taylor would be like playing in her room and I would just have to like lay down on her bed and she would just be there playing. So yeah, that was very difficult. Luckily, like Taylor will sleep in with me, she'll also take naps with me, so that was like perfect. But I was so very tired and drained, and that was something that I also noticed when I first, before I even found out I was pregnant. I noticed that I was like getting really tired, so that was that. Another thing that I noticed that had been happening was like when I get up really quickly, I would feel extremely like lightheaded and like my sight would go kind of black. I would have to close my eyes and like gather myself. I spoke to my doctor about that and she basically shared with me that I have so many fluids in my body that are moving around right now. So when I am moving from like a laying to a standing position, I need to like sit up first, collect myself, then stand up and then move. So she said I shouldn't be like just trying to hop up and go. And like if something like if I'm in the living room and Taylor, if I hear like a bump or something, I'm gonna like jump up really quick. And yeah, so that's what I had been noticing. Even like when I go to the bathroom at night, I wake up kind of abruptly and like get up. I don't like hesitate and like really and move slowly. So that's that. I've been extremely hungry. I did not have a real appetite. I noticed that my eating habits have completely changed to the point that I don't think that I've eaten chicken this whole time I've been pregnant. Maybe once, and I think that was fried chicken. I have not been wanting any chicken. The smell of it just I tried to make some chicken tacos for CJ and and I put everything together and I was like, I can't eat it. So I literally had to go out and get something. I have been having coffee every other day or so, or like once a week. So when I want coffee, I want it. So on those days I'll have it like those weeks I'll have it every other day. And then I'll try to like back up from it. So I'll like wait a week or two before drinking it again. So that's the caffeine part. I've been trying to drink plenty of water. I haven't been drinking many sodas or anything like that. I have been drinking Sprite because it was like helping me with the nauseous feeling kinda. And I know people say go for ginger ale and stuff, but for some reason I've been wanting Sprite, so that's made me feel okay. So that's what I've been going with. What else? So I did get the NT, I don't know what it stands for, but I'll put it somewhere here. I did get the NT exam done for the baby, so let's talk about that. So first I had to prick my finger and like send in blood to like the lab, whatever, for them to check the chromosomes of the baby. And the first time I did it, let you know I had to do it more than once. The first time I did it, I did not put enough blood on the card. So I literally had to go to my doctor and have them do it for me. They told me that I couldn't like double dip. So it looked like a lot of blood on my finger, but when I put it on the paper, it really wasn't. And it didn't fill up the little circles that they had for me to fill. So it was like 5 circles. They were all like the size of maybe a dime or a penny. So yeah, that was that. Had to get that done over. So I called the doctor because I wanted to know. I've talked to so many ladies who've been able to find out the gender of the baby around like 11 weeks, 10 weeks and stuff like that. So I called my doctor to see if this was a test that basically, you know, told the gender. And I'm pretty sure they know the gender already, because if they're doing like the chromosome test, I feel like they should know. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I asked the lady and she was like, you'll find out the gender at week 20 during your 20-week ultrasound. And I was like, okay, like, okay, that's fine. So that was that situation. I'm really trying to be patient because I'm going into week 14. Today's Sunday. I'll be 14 weeks on Tuesday. So I'm trying to be patient. Like, it's really not that long to wait. But I really do want to know, are we having a boy or girl? So, but I don't want to like pay. I'm trying to, you know, save money and be very, you know, guys, I'm trying to live like a debt-free life and stuff. So I'm trying to be very cautious about the money that I'm spending. And I know that that is pointless to spend money on, to get like, to find out the gender early when I'm going to find out sooner or later anyway. So yeah, I won't be getting that done early as of today. So yeah, y'all can put in the comment section what you think the gender of the baby is gonna be, and if you guys think I'm crazy for waiting to find out the gender. So that's that. They are literally, okay, let me keep telling y'all about this NT exam. So after we got the blood situated, I had my appointment. So I went to my first appointment to get the ultrasound portion of the NT exam done. And basically, the baby was not cooperating, y'all. The baby was not cooperating at all. First, when the lady tried to check my stomach, my bladder was not full enough. And I was like, okay, sorry. She was kind of upset. So I went back and I drank like 2 more bottles of water. Taylor was with me that day. She was sick. She had chills. She was like saying she was cold. She was whining. She wanted to be held. So I think that was kind of annoying the ultrasound tech. So I had to explain to her, I'm like, I'm sorry, she's sick. And the lady's like, do you want to come back another day? And I'm like, no, like my bladder is full now. Like I want to get this over with. So she literally left me in the room for a long time, y'all. Like a long time with a full bladder, a whining toddler. I ended up calling Taylor's pediatrician while I was at my doctor's appointment because I didn't know why why she had this fever. So the lady actually came in while I was finalizing the appointment time for her that day, and she was like, you have to get off the phone. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'm trying to schedule an appointment for my daughter. Like you had left me in here forever. So that was that whole situation. So waited patiently, you know, full bladder, and then she checked the baby again, and the baby's back was turned. She started shaking my stomach. Mind you, like her putting the little ultrasound stick on my stomach alone, my stomach was so tender from my bladder being so full, it was literally hurting. So she started shaking my stomach, trying to get the baby to turn around. You know how they do. And the baby was like leave me alone, like back turned, like leave me alone, like no, I'm asleep. So she was like, I think you're just gonna have to come back next week to get another ultrasound. So I'm like, bruh, like you gotta be kidding me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. At this point, I didn't even care because, like I said, I had to pee so bad and my bladder was so full. So fast forward, came back a week later. Taylor was fine. She just had a virus, and that virus was like crazy, but it wasn't the flu or anything like that. Praise God. So anyway, fast forward, I had another ultrasound on when I was like 13 weeks and a day. And basically the baby was still like, you know, being a little stubborn, back turned. She had to get the baby to turn around. So she kept asking me to cough. She had me to lay on my side, and she concluded that the reason why it was so hard, I guess, for her to get the pictures was because of the way my uterus is tilted. But I'm like, they got the pictures of Taylor just fine. So I don't know what that is about. She was only able to get one picture of the baby's like neck, which is what they need to input the information for the blood test and to get the results. So she got one picture. She took that one picture to the neonatal doctor, and the doctor said that those pictures that one picture would suffice. It was like a good enough picture. So that was like days ago, like last Wednesday. I've been literally waiting for today's Sunday. I've been waiting since Wednesday for them to call me back with their results. They were taking forever. So on Friday, I'm like, I'm not going into the weekend not knowing, even though like I know the baby's okay because we prayed for a healthy baby and stuff. But I called and I was like, hey, I haven't gotten the results of my test yet. The weekend is here. Like, I don't want to go into the weekend. And so basically she said that the doctor hadn't signed off on them yet, but she went ahead and read me the results. The results were negative for any like Down syndrome or any chromosome disorders or anything like that. So thank God for that. So I'm still waiting to get the results with the doctor's signature. Hopefully I'll get them tomorrow. I don't know what the holdup is with that, but yeah. So that was that. What else can I tell you guys? I did have my first appointment with my actual doctor. It was my first time seeing her. She basically like went through my history and stuff like that. She checked me, I guess, to make sure my cervix was closed. Everything was good with that. They did some blood tests and asked me if I wanted to do the spinal bifida, I think that's what it's called, test. I opted out on that because it's kind of like the sickle cell trait. Either you or your husband have to have the trait for it in order for your child to get it, is what she explained. Yeah, so that was that whole situation, and yeah, that's where we are. So my next appointment is on May 9th, so I'll be giving you guys an update of that, and I'll show you guys some of the ultrasound pictures we got of baby number 2, and I'll show you guys my stomach so you can see how I'm growing. I don't think my stomach is getting that big that quickly, but you guys can be the judge of that. A lot of people say like with your second child your stomach gets bigger quicker. I don't think so. My skin has been a little itchy like around my belly button. And y'all, I took my belly button ring out for my last 2 ultrasounds that I got, and my belly button ring started to close like within a week. So I just pushed it back in, so it is a little tender. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my stomach, or like my belly with my clothes on. So this is my stomach. And yeah, I did just eat too, so. Yes, I have a little bump. There's a little bump there. Okay, so I wanted to also answer 2 questions that I had gotten on Instagram. One question was, what am I using for stretch marks and stuff this time around? So last time I did use the Palmer's Cocoa Butter. I did get a couple of stretch marks like right where my belly button ring was. That was last time. This time I am using my stretch mark cream. I love this. Like, I use it on my face before I was even pregnant because it basically got rid of my blemishes and stuff. So I love this stuff so much. So when I got pregnant, I was like, I'm just gonna use this all over my body, especially like on my thighs, my butt area, my stomach, and my sides and back. So I just like rub my body down with this after my showers in the morning and at night. So yeah, this is what I use to prevent, this is what I'm using to prevent stretch marks. The second question I got was, did we use ovulation tests this time around? The answer to that is yes and no. So in the beginning we were using ovulation tests, but I quickly realized several things. 1, they were stressing me the heck out. 2, I don't know if I was using them correctly. 3, they were expensive as I don't know what. 4, like I would get through the whole entire week sometimes, and I was using also an app with it, so I kind of could gauge like when my ovulation was. But I would get through the whole entire like 10 tests sometimes, and all of them said like I had not ovulated. So it was just becoming stressful, time consuming, and expensive. So I just did away with those. I would say in like November I just stopped purchasing them, and so December, January, yeah, December and January I just, you know, did it regular and without an ovulation test. So my suggestion is to just go just don't. Like, they're really stressful and they make you think something is wrong with you or your spouse. So I would say don't go with the ovulation test. That's my personal opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have questions about anything, definitely leave them in the comment section below.